Hi, Harry.
Hi, Anastasia.
Good to see you. Now, very obviously, from the nature of this digital collaboration, we live in times of unprecedented global shift in our lifestyle. Could you tell me a little bit about this incredible digital space you have designed for this collaboration?
I think the dream to merge outside, outdoor, and indoor to build a dialogue between nature and inside space. It's a dream that have been forever a subject for many architects all over the world, and I think we all try to merge it as close as possible. Because I believe that that's what we want, to be as close with nature as possible.
In your opinion, how has the pandemic influenced the way we relate both to private and public spaces?
We used to not really pay attention on how we live and what we are trying to surround us with. We barely spend time at home. It's only shower and wardrobe and the mattress. And I think now, after this unfortunate thing in the world, people first time started to appreciate their space and what they're surrounded by.
It's very interesting to think how design can bring comfort and hope in our turbulent times. And how would you describe your own approach to design? And especially, I'm interested in how is it even possible to create original and unique spaces and objects when our culture is already so visually oversaturated?
For me, the main goal is design a space that people are going to feel different. They're going to think about different things. They're going to be a new zone, not necessarily a comfort zone. Maybe, and the first feeling could be out of comfort zone, where they refresh their ideas, they refresh their, dreams that they used to have before and then forgot about. I want to create a space that really inspired and bring hope. And you will ask me how this space can give you hope. So I think when you're in a space that really different than everything that you had before, that you used to be around, you think, oh, there is another reality in this world. So there is another opportunity, there is another feelings. That's interesting.
Moving from theory to tangible reality, I would love to talk more about your Russian background and the way it influenced your work. Could you tell me a little bit about the place where you grew up and what was it like?
The place I grew up, it's have a very special place in my heart. It's near the Black Sea, the city called Stavropol, and it's pretty tiny and super country little city, very cute. The nature is beautiful, the people is really kind, and the most important thing is architecture. There is during I was born and raised there, so it was late 90s, 80s, and 2000s, and we didn't really have new architecture. We really didn't have a window bridge to new look of the world. Everything was really vintage, and I think that gave me a really good traditional background, I think, and my avant-garde ideas and approach of the work combined with my classic background, I think give a very good mix of two things that usually not really work together. And I guess that's where came from all this new ugly things like 2000 furniture and low income, kitchens and sofas that I use for my collaboration with big brands.
In your work, you often use Russian references which are very nuanced and could even seem tasteless or odd to the outsider, like a sculpture of Thais Swan you created for Dallas Contemporary Museum. Could you talk a little bit about the Russian ideas of luxury and taste and how you use them in your creative practice?
I think when we started talk about that very often people turn in the subject that what's ugly, what's beautiful. And when I did this art installation in Dallas Contemporary Museum, it was pretty controversial. People from Russia pretty much devastated about it. It was like, this is so ugly. We have it in almost everywhere. And we can see it in a garage or in a bus station. Why you bring it to an art museum? If you look closely on this object, which is a tile swung, first of all, you see a very beautiful shape. The shape is very organic, the material keeps the shape by itself, and it's 100% recyclable things that was crafted somewhere in the middle of Russia many years ago without, internet or visiting any museums and being in fancy events such as Dallas Contemporary or Design Miami or whatever. And I think this is really beautiful that when you don't have an access on what people think beauty, or you don't really care about that thing, you just have a couple tiles and you have dirt around your house and you just want to somehow decorate it, and then some idea came out and you do this. And I think that's the beauty of design. And I don't even know how people think it's ugly. How dare they are. I think it's really beautiful.
You work across art, architecture, design, and fashion. Is your approach inherently interdisciplinary, or does each of the spheres allow you to express a different side of your creativity?
I think it's not really fair that people try to separate fashion, art, and design in different camps. For me, this three institution lives together, and I think it's so much fun when you, instead of trying to adjust the thing and separate it, bring it together in one piece. And that's where a new language of fashion, design, and art starts.
Could you tell me a little bit about the design object you created for this collaboration with Valentino?
When I first looked at the boots, I was thinking what these boots can leave after you use it. And I was thinking about this footprint. And then I started thinking about the boot prints. And, the boot prints, it's the little documentary fact about the boot that people leave after they use it. And then I started to think, why would I bring it to a design object? And then I came out with the idea to make a little plate for interior. So you can have your, you can keep your memory about, walking in your favorite place in, Moscow, Paris, Hong Kong, anywhere. And then you have this little footprint forever.